green morning, green afternoon, green evening. Pleasure to have all of you on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. What a pleasure to meet all of you once again. Yesterday, my colleague Chitra Kapoor ma'am was very kind to take on the session, and today once again she has prepared wonderful presentation for all of us, and there's a wonderful scintillating journey we all are going to have together, because during this pandemic we had lots of challenges. We had health issues, we had education issues, we had economic issues, we had wellness issues, and there were a couple of other challenges which we were facing, all of us. Many people, our brothers and sisters, they lost their job also. Some of us, we were put totally out of the gear, but I think things are getting better, things are getting back to normal, and we all are getting back to normal pace of life. Thank you very much, God, that you have been so kind and you are keeping everybody intact with your blessings. So, ladies and gentlemen, like doctors, nurses, paramedical people, they all were struggling. They all were very busy taking care of patients, hospitals, and trying to save every life the best possible way, whatever they could do. And at the same time, world over, we had challenges, because right on 25th of March 2020, when there was a complete lockdown and everything behind the shutters, and at that point of time, 1.65 billion children, they were with their parents, they were away from schools, colleges, universities, institutions, ITIs, polytechnics, skill centers, whatsoever we can think on this planet, they all were disrupted. The entire education was disrupted. And overnight, there was a challenge for teachers. What is to be done? How it is to be done? What should we do? How do we reach out children? And parents, they were also quite worried. So there's a new angle which has come, particularly during the pandemic and post-pandemic. The role of parents have now totally got changed. During the pandemic, parents were sitting next to the children. They were watching, they were viewing, they were listening, they were observing what is being taught, what exactly are the contents, which way it is being delivered, who is teaching which way, who is creative, who is dynamic, who is vibrant, who is innovative. And there were a couple of things, and so much was going on in the entire ecosystem of education. Well, teachers, as an elder brother, I send my blessings and greetings to all of you. You have done remarkable in spite of all the challenges, all the difficulties, all the disruptions, but you made sure the system goes on. You try to reach children, you try to reach students, irrespective wherever they were. Whatever mode was available with you, you try to reach them. So, there are certain lessons learned from this pandemic. We all have picked up lots of lessons. And whatever we have picked up from this pandemic, we all got to share with each other what exactly pandemic has taught us, what pandemic has conveyed to us, what do we learn from pandemic, and what exactly is happening, and how can we bring, the new ecosystem of education where actual learning is happening, hybrid learning, flipped learning, outside classroom learning, digital learning, technology-based learning, innovative learning, creative learning, futuristic learning, and a lot of new things have come. Soft skills, everybody is talking about. Now it is not the hard skills which is more important, it is the soft skills. Earlier, everybody used to talk about hard skills. And now when we talk about soft skills, wow, we got to focus on communication. And here comes courtesy, manners, gesture, body language, personality, articulation, pronunciation, diction, confidence. There were a couple of other things we will take on subsequently, because a lot of programs we are preparing for all of you. We got to do the hand holding of every teacher, and we got to help out the entire system the best possible way, because India has got the world largest population of youth. And these youth can be great asset to India if they are being chiseled, polished, developed, nourished, whatever you want to use, and skilled, and they are given right competencies, capabilities, confidence, creative thinking, critical thinking, logical thinking, analytical thinking, futuristic thinking, innovative thinking. Any word you want to use, you can use anything. These children have to be empowered. And how children will be empowered? When teachers are empowered. And how teachers are going to be empowered? We got to prepare our teachers for post-pandemic. And there got to be two areas. One is professional growth and one is personal growth. We have to get back to the glory which the teaching profession has lost, because it's very unfortunate. People say, if you can't do anything with me, then make me teacher. Maybe in a private school, maybe in an ad hoc basis, maybe anywhere, push-pull theories, whatever is there and all. Teaching is a very, very innovative and a noble profession, because you're playing with somebody's life. You're playing with somebody's tomorrow. You're playing with somebody's career. You're playing with someone's emotion. You're playing with somebody's, I mean to say, you can't imagine. Just think that education is the most important and responsible profession. Thereby, all of us, if we want to see there is a global peace, if we want there is a global prosperity, if we want there is a global wellness, good health, and happiness, then that's going to be, first of all, children got to be handled very well. They got to be given their dues. Youth have to be appreciated, recognized, and they are to be given the platform, because they are ready and they have proved it. They have been very, very cooperative during this pandemic. And I'm proud of all our younger children. At the same time, now teachers, your role is going to be multifold. You got to keep pace with time, because we have got quantity, we need quality, we need speed, and we need futuristic, need-based human resource to be exported world over. The children have to go world over, because population is aging world over. There are certain countries which are not having a growing population, and Indian youth can do wonders over there. So how to go by? Which way to go by? What is to be done? How youth can take care of? They can take care of the world only if they are being taken care of in a right packaging by our teachers. Okay, let's move ahead. If that is the case, let me do justice this evening how to prepare our teachers for post-pandemic world. So ladies and gentlemen, hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us, and let's move ahead and see what all is available to us and how we can enjoy our future. Let me share little presentation with all of you so that we all are on the common frequency. Great. So let's move ahead. Preparing teachers for post-pandemic, what all is required? Okay, their training is required, their mentoring is required, their upskilling is required, their knowledge, and of course, their positivity and their happiness and their hand holding is required in all respects, which we have to take care of. And mind you, education is not going back ever to January, February of 2020. We got to move ahead. Now the technology is going to play very important role. Nobody can escape. And we always see from our chamber positivity in everything, irrespective of worst of conditions what we have got. So what is to be taken into consideration? Education has become more transparent. Education now is possible from world over. We can get the global confluence. We can utilize all techniques, all strategies, all innovations, the best possible way, and you can you imagine? You have an access to such a wonderful things. People have worked for years together on those innovations and those creativities, and which are available today to you in a platter. It's just in the platter. It's up to you how best you make use of it. And whether you have come into this profession accidentally, knowingly, willingly, unwillingly, I do not want to use those superlatives. But once you have come into this profession, start developing passion. The passion for profession, and your profession is everything. Whatsoever you do, if I'm doing this webinar, I should be wholeheartedly, right from my soul, my spirit, my consciousness, I should be trying to reach out every soul, every person, every human being, world over, the best possible way where we can collaborate with each other. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of ICSI, we extend a very warm welcome, hearty welcome. Pleasure to have all of you. And like every day, ICSI is always indebted to all those people who come for the program. And I make it a point that I keep reading your name. If I somewhere miss it, I apologize for that, but I try not to miss anybody. Anybody who posts on the YouTube, if you are joining this channel, if you are here with us this evening, if you have given your time to us, then do post your views, do post your ideas. You never know that your idea can be super. It can become super, super, super duper. So, idea to be shared. Okay. Hearty welcome, Dilshan Wafa, Arshdeep. Thank you very much. Balkishanji, thank you very much. Julie Subba ma'am, thank you very much. BB Subba Foundation, thank you. Sakshi, thank you. Subha Lakshmi, thank you. Tyrone D. Brass, he's the headmaster and he is our anchor. He is our mentor. He is our source, resource, and the gorgeous torch in the entire northeast part of India, based out of Meghalaya. He is doing wonderful for all of us. I'm proud of Mr. Tyrone D. Brass. Mr. Vimal Chauhan, hearty welcome to you. Mamta ji, thank you. Thank you for joining. Vimal, thank you. Sakshi, thank you. Balkishan ji, thank you. And Nanlai from Shillong, thank you. Prachi Kalita, namaskar. And then we have got Roshni Biham. Good evening to you. Hearty welcome to you from Arunachal. Vanchu tribe, Longding, Waka, Panchua. Beautiful place. How can I forget? You gave first salary to me from there. Okay, that was my first posting. I can never ever forget. Shivani Gogai, hearty welcome. Anand Mukherjee, hearty welcome. And of course, Mr. Gohen, hearty welcome. And Claudia, hearty welcome. Nancy Sangma, greetings from Meghalaya. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. It's such a pleasure. And then Balkrishanji, thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, let me move ahead. I'll keep conveying my thanks to all the people. If I have missed some of you, I will join after a couple of minutes once again. Let me get back to the topic. International Chamber for Service Industry is internationally connected in the different countries with the different people, with the different professionals, and we would like to help out our teachers the best possible way. Teachers, may I request you, get your passport made. I'm not telling about diplomatic passport. I'm telling ordinary passport, blue passport. I'm not telling you go in Tatkal. I'm telling take your sweet time, but you must have your passport. You never know. When do you hit the jackpot and you get an opportunity to go for a short time overseas? which country, where exactly the openings will come for you. You do not know. Try and work out. Every child, every teacher, you should get your passport made, because we want Indians to see the world. When you will see the world, you'll perform altogether different. Because after all, world is Vasudha Kutumbakam. That is, the whole world is one family. Now, this is a new word which Chitra ma'am gave me, and I took 2 minutes basically. I said, Chitra ma'am, are you sure this word exists? She says, sir, this has come and it is a new word in the learning pedagogy. I said, what is that? She told, now physical and digital, they have been combined and it is called phygital. It is called phygital world. We learn so many things from our youth. Our youth always give us something. Rishi Mohan from Rajasthan, hearty welcome to you. Mr. Bora, hearty welcome. And all other, Anjan Kumar Bora from Assam, hearty welcome. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I learned today a new word called creating a better phygital experience. That means physical and digital. That means hybrid learning. That means blended learning. That means outside the classroom and at the same time, technology based, digital based, and that is something experts inside. Okay, in the new normal, it is going to be phygital. That's what has been given to me. So, Vimalji, I hope you agree. The world of knowledge takes a crazy turn when teachers themselves are taught to learn. Yes, wow. Vimal, great. We all learn from each other. Now, what are the future skills and competencies? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may require one skill. You may acquire one skill. You may pick up one skill, but the world is moving on. You've got to skill, you've got to upskill, you've got to reskill, you've got to move up. And from skills, you have to move to the competencies. That means you have to acquire multi-skills and you have to be multitasking and you have to be in a position to do. The driver should not do only driving work. The driver should pick up 10 more thoughts. Similar way, the teachers, you got to pick up. Through today's presentation, I'm going to give you a mind-blowing inputs, okay? Your responsibility, your positive attitude, your professionalism, your communication, your soft skills, your social skills, your courtesy, your emotional intelligence, and your flexibility. And of course, there are lots of other things what we are going to pick up right over here. Now, there are 7 future skills. There are a large number of future skills. There's such a wonderful canvas which my entire team has drawn. And when I talk to Chitra Kapoor ma'am, Ajay Kundal, and Vinod Kapoor and Habung Asha, all of them, they have developed 135 skills they have listed for me as far as the future is concerned and soft skills are concerned. But now over here, we are talking about 7 future core skills. Let's talk about first critical thinking, creative thinking, collaboration, leadership, and communication. When you communicate, you get connected. When you communicate, you get connected heart to heart, soul to soul, mind to mind, spirit to spirit, emotion to emotion. Your feelings should reach out the other heart. It's connecting. Entrepreneurship, yes. Please do not think about job. Think about self-employment. Think about entrepreneurship. And if you can become startup, a lot of things we will bring for you. And your social and emotional, that is very, very important. Your attitude and your aptitude. And you have to have self-directed learning. Every teacher, when I get up in the morning, I pick up a lot of motivation. As the day moves ahead, I pick up a lot of threads. I watch a lot of videos. The more you are with your subject, you'll gain more confidence, you'll be more happy, you'll be more passionate, you can deliver better. And every day you can improve yourself. And that is the way. Nobody has come perfect to this world. We all learn, we relearn, we uplearn, we move up in the ladder, and everybody has a right to move up in the ladder. And with Mr. Tyrone in Northeast, we are planning a lot of things to do in future. Okay. Teachers, professional and personal development with pedagogical innovation. Now, this is something very important when I talk about your personal and your professional growth, because we want teachers, the glory which was lost, it should come back to you. Once again, people should take pride. And when they say, I'm a teacher, I'm into teaching profession. So, embodied learning, your experiential learning, your computational thinking, your blended learning, gamification, multi-critical literacies. I'm not getting into today nitty-gritties and too much of details on this, but certainly this particular slide in one of the programs subsequently I will discuss with you when each and every segment of this slide I'll take separately with you. Now there's going to be a lifelong learning. Nobody can say that, well, I've done my graduation, I've done my master's, I've done this skill, and now everything is fine. Next 40 years, I'm going to live very nicely and I'm going to enjoy. I need not to reskill, upskill myself. Gone are those days. Gone are those days. And there are a lot of predictions coming. And whatever is being taught today, whatever skill you are acquiring today, the children, those are joining schools now, by the time you will pass out, those skills may not be existing. 5 years back, the skills which were on the top, prime skill, optimum level, they have disappeared. They are obsolete today. You don't require those skills. So thereby, you've got to keep yourself with market, with trends, what's going on and what's new and what's coming on my way. Try and pick up as much as you can. Grab as much new, innovative you can. That only is going to keep you relevant in the market. Innovative communication and presentation skills. Now, every day, the presentation techniques, the presentation skills is going to change. And innovative communication, what to say, when to say, where to say, how much to say, and what impact it is going to have on the audience. Because today's youth, today's millennials, they ask you 3 questions. Who are you? What do you have? Why do I listen to you? Are you getting me 3 questions? Who are you? What do you have? And why do I listen to you? Okay, okay, okay. So thereby, always have innovative communication and presentation skills. You remember, we have done one webinar with you, the power of words. And today I wish to tell you and repeat, your voice matters. Your diction matters. Your vocabulary matters. Your pronunciation matters. Your confidence matters. Your modulation matters. Your everything, you got to melt inside whatever you are doing, because your voice matters. And you remember I told you an English movie. Those have missed my program earlier and those are joining today for the first time, please, I would request you, do watch a movie called The King's Speech. The King's Speech. It is available. It's on the YouTube. It's free of cost. You must see. And there the king says, I have a voice. And there you will come to know the king, he stammers. He's unable to speak continuously one sentence. And then how does he modulate? How does he pick up? How does he put in efforts? And he goes right up to this also. There's so much happens over there. It's like a small child. You know, you have seen in the childhood when you are small baby, mama, papa, Papa, and that time you say, "Ah, ah, 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 ah." I literally saw in that movie. It's a worth watching. You will laugh, laugh, and laugh. And then movie becomes very serious. How he transforms himself and how does he improves his voice. Your voice matters. And words, they carry lots of power. They are more powerful than sword. Okay, so that is something we have to understand. Okay, now this slide also I'm going to discuss with you with lots of examples subsequently, like I told you earlier slide, because phonemic awareness and learning phonics, phonemic awareness and learning phonics. What is phonemic awareness? What is vocabulary? What is fluency? What is phonics and word study? What is comprehension? All that will have a wonderful for you. What you say, what your ears hear, what sound goes there. Thereafter, when you write that, what exactly do you write? What have you heard and what you write? Is there a synchronization? We will take on this subject separately with you. We will come forward. Now, this is something very interesting. Learning language with songs and rhythmic lyrics. Okay, so in your own time, the fish in the sea goes swim, 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 swim. The fish in the sea goes swim, swim, swim all day long. The lobster in the sea goes pinch, 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 pinch. The lobster in the sea goes pinch, pinch, pinch all day long. The crab in the sea goes click, 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 click. The crab in the sea goes click, click, click all day long. Like that, try and pick up. Go on the YouTube, go on the Google, try and find out where rhythmic words are there. They sound she, something else, he, she, we, and then try and differentiate and try and wriggle out and try and acquire the best possible pronunciation over there. Now, creative thinking. You got to think creatively all the times if you want to survive. Ideas, opportunities, resources, and your action. They all play very important role, ladies and gentlemen. Higher creative thinking and motivation is very important in life. Let's talk about if I say ideas and opportunity. That means spotting opportunities, creativity, vision, and valuing ideas, ethical and sustainable thinking. When I come to resources, motivation and perseverance, self-awareness and self-efficacy, financial and economic literacy, mobilizing others, mobilizing resources, that is all under resources. And then finally comes action, learning through experience, working with others, planning and management, taking the initiative, coping with ambiguity, uncertainty, and risks. All that is higher creative thinking and self-motivation. So we will take on something separately with you. All these topics, they require lot of depth and lot of handling. We will take it separately with you. We will plan it out. Let me read out some more people, those have joined. Otherwise, they will feel bad. They will say, oh, you didn't recognize us. Okay. So we got info students, we got Amisha, we got Manisha Chaturvedi, we got Balkishanji, Sakshi, Nishank Maurya, Pankaj Tripathi, Roshni Biham, Sakshi, Ishita Shukla, Vimal, and then we have got senior consultant, Amisha, then we have got S. Vosa from Imphal, and then we have got Vimal, lifelong learning. And Roshni is writing, because of you, we are here. You are our best teacher. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding us. Nisha Agrawal, namaskar from Uttar Pradesh. Thank you. Vimal, innovative session. Roshni, great, sir. And Balkishanji, totally agreed. And thereafter, Nanlai, communication is the first step to success. Amisha, very powerful session. Thank you. Thank you. And Laishram, no one has ever become poor by giving. Let's spread happiness and it matters to everyone. Yes, I totally agree with you. Amisha truly said, Vimal, when educating the mind of our youth, we must not forget to educate their hearts. Yes, I can feel your heart. I know you are missing your college, you're missing your heart. Your girlfriend has not met you for quite some time, Vimal. I know. Subha Lakshmi from no, she's from eastern part of India, from Chennai. Hearty welcome to you. Julie Subha ma'am, hearty welcome. And Mamta, hearty welcome. Amisha, hearty welcome. And then Ardhya Learn, uh, Ardhya Learn, and Vimal, and then Balkrishanji, then Roshni, Amisha. Hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you. Now there's a journey from IQ to EQ. Pehle, everybody used to talk about IQ. That is your intelligence quotient when you talk about. And now today we talk about EQ, your emotional intelligence, your empathy. That is something very important. You should have self-awareness. You should be self-motivated. You should carry empathy. You should have social skills, and you should have self-regulation. That is something very, very important. Now, how is the journey from IQ to EQ? Let's talk about it. There is a moral perfectionist, supportive advisor, successful achiever, romantic individualist, investigative thinker, loyal guardian, entertaining optimist, protective challenger, and peaceful mediator. That is the way we are talking about empathy. Okay, health and wellness. Now, all teachers, because today we are basically, we are having this session for the teachers. Those are already existing. Those are in teaching profession, and people those want to become teacher. It is very, very important for all of you. Your health and wellness is very important. Your energy level is very important. No anxiety, no stress, no depression. You got to manage yourself. And wellness, when I talk about emotional wellness, if you are happy, world is happy. If you are not happy, then how the world can be happy? You got to be first of all happy. You got to have a balanced life. Take a proper nutrition. Make a commitment to yourself that I'm going to perform better. Do regular exercises and be self-aware of what are your good qualities. Mindfulness, walking, eating properly, eating healthy food. Okay. And then there is a persistence. And of course, physical, mental, all kind of exercises you have to do time to time. The 8 dimensions of wellness, when we talk about, what are they? Physical wellness, emotional wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness, environmental wellness, social wellness, financial wellness, and occupational wellness. Somebody asked me, why do you do so many webinars? Why do you put so much of energy in the webinar? What do you want to get from these webinars? It is occupational wellness. You're helping the humanity. You're helping the universe. You're helping the ecosystem of Almighty, whatsoever is there, because you're a small wheel in the entire system. You're insignificant in the entire system. So try and put in your best whatsoever you can. And secondly, when you remain occupied, you think positive, you think innovative, you think creative. Do you think that this presentation is being made so easily? How much efforts go in this presentation? You can't imagine how much efforts go. Innovative leadership skills, futuristic and forward thinking, adaptive and resourceful, inspirational and motivational, out of box thinking, inquisitive culture, intelligence, adaptability meets with agility, ability to create more authentic leaders, innovative leadership skills. They are very, very important to all of us. So I will read out some more people, those have joined. I will just come back to you over here. Now, technology is going to play very important for all of us. People, those are in education profession, you cannot escape technology now. You got to be digitally sound. You got to be taco savvy. You got to enjoy technology. And there are certain challenges I can understand. You require access to basically technology. You require either computer, you require internet connection, or you may have a desktop, you may have a tablet, iPad, smartphone. And when we are talking about the digital literacy, there are two parts which is very important. One is conceptual skills and one is operational competencies. You should not only purchase a laptop and keep it at home, that's of no use. You got to use it. You got to make it operational. You got to use it more and more. Every day you got to pick up something new. When we talk about conceptual skills, it's your critical attitude, your ICT daily life, and your social interaction, your online safety, and in your operational competence, your computer basics. Everybody should have the basic knowledge of computer. Then you should know how to navigate information best possible way in the shortest possible time through technology. Your communication, your information search and information management, all that is very important. Of course, application of digital technology, it can take in all subjects, and anybody who is trying to convey this thing to me, children are not happy, children say that we are not enjoying digital technology, I personally feel, and I wish to tell you with a strong conviction, with a survey which has been carried world over, challenges are there because nobody wants to change. Everybody wants to go relaxed way. I'm also a teacher, but I got to slog every day. I got to slog every moment if I want to be a good teacher. We all have to put in our best foot forward. Future of technology and education ecosystem. You got to understand future is technology in education. Your environment and your sustainability. Whatsoever we call waste, turn it into resource, because that is the only way. Because nowadays everybody is talking about global warming, we are talking about ozone layer and a couple of other things, all that when we have to take into consideration, we got to protect our environment. And during this pandemic, you must have realized, I have realized in the best possible way, you got to go for organic farming. You got to have positive nutrition. You got to have positive thoughts. You got to think positive. You got to feel positive. You got to remain positive and enjoy music as much as you can. Music in education for teachers, students, and parents. Everybody, there are lots of benefits of music. When I talk about social skills, language, motor skills, emotional skills, cognitive development, can you imagine? Okay, let's take language, sounds, repetitions, and rhymes, rhythms. When I talk about motor skills, strength, grip, your hands, your eyes, your body movement, your coordination, that all is a part of motor skills. Your emotions, your emotional skills, you feel happy with music, you get into the mood, you feel you're flying, you're going away. When you prepare a music, when you launch a music, there is a bonding and safety and a security, because you're with your colleagues, all of you together, you're developing the music. It also gives you confidence. You get confidence when you develop something, and emotionally you feel strengthened. Your cognitive development, when I talk about, it's a problem solving, it's a listening carefully, it's a concentration of the mind. Every node, tongue, 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 tongue. And when I talk about social skills, the teamwork, the voice, the expression, the self-expression with the music. ये रातें, ये मौसम, नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा, ये रातें ये मौसम, नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा, कहाँ दो दिलों ने होंगे जुदा, ये रातें ये मौसम, नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा. You know what happens? You get into emotions, you get into mood, you get into rhythm, you get into repetition, you get into sound, you get into strength, you get into grip, you get coordination of your all skills together. Music has got great benefits. And I always feel very happy. People in northeast part of India, they are musical. They love musical. They love music. They're wonderful people. And that's why they are very positive. They're very, very positive. I've seen them. Hardly you'll see anybody losing cool, losing temper, or being impolite to you. They will just because they have picked up world, how the world is and how to make it in a better place. So I've got great, great regards for the entire northeast part of India. Okay, happiness and learning. Happiness and learning. Happiness and learning. Art, integrated learning. That means art. When I'm talking about music, dance, theater, visual art, practical, that means paintings and all that. Everything when you take into consideration, what happens over there? There's theater, there's music, there's visual art, there's everything, dances. What do? They bring happiness. And there's a learning element also. And I'm very happy that in the new education policy, if you go on the Ministry of Education's website, those 60 pages, you will be so happy to know that we have moved from STEM to STEAM. A has been added because arts integration is an approach to learning in which students construct and demonstrate understanding through an art form. Students engage in a creative process which connects an art form and another subject area and meets evolving objectives in both. So we all have to understand what exactly is art. Art, culture, heritage, craft, dances, music, singing, and cuisine, and costumes, and colors, all that play very important role in our learning process and our happiness. Now, teachers develop independent learning strategies. Teachers, I'm talking to you. Teachers, I'm one of you. I'm not an outsider. Please take me as a part of your family. Develop independent learning strategies and introducing more. What? In education, what should we introduce more? Play, fun, humor, happiness, storytelling in learning to reduce stress. It is something very, very important. All of you, you should understand over here the growth mindset, the grit, the resilience, and independent learning. All that is very, very important. If Colonel Menon is watching this particular program, he will be saying, ha, 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 because he is very fond of grit. Okay, so ICSI strongly believes education is incomplete without skills, and education and skills are incomplete without right opening for you, either startup or entrepreneur or self-employed or employed, whether in India or overseas. If you're a good teacher, if you're a smart teacher, our chamber can work very closely with your civilization. Travel, travel, travel. Go out, go out, go out. Move, move, move. See the world. Today I am a different person. Many friends of mine who knew me a couple of years back, when they met me, they told me, hey, you're not that Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma, what we saw. I said, yes, this is not that Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma. That man has gone. That man has gone. He is not here. because he doesn't live anymore here. This is a different person. It's an empowered person, self-empowered, self-learning, self-growth, energy, energy, energy. I want every teacher, if you're a good teacher, if you're in teaching profession, you must travel abroad. Make a commitment to me that you're going to make your passport. Okay? Ministry of External Affairs will feel very happy. They would say, Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma is generating the revenue for us because we have to become Atmanirbhar Bharat. Teachers and youth empowerment, women empowerment, vocational education, technology-based education, training, skilling. All that is going to make lots of difference. Our chamber is totally dedicated for all of you, teacher and youth empowerment. In education, we have got e-Gurukul, and in this e-Gurukul, we always say, whatever we learn, it should be relevant to our day-to-day life. All the young kids, those are interested to join the world. If you want to peep outside, if you want to see the world without spending single rupee, our chamber will tell you all the good techniques, positive techniques, innovative techniques, and authentic techniques. We will not talk anything which is superficial. We are going to talk to you. So thereby, teachers, presently we are focusing on tourism and we are focusing on entertainment industry in this services sector. And when I'm talking about these two areas, if you are between the children, students, if you are in the age bracket to 14 to 28, register today itself on ICSI website. What is the ICSI website? icsiindia.in. icsiindia.in. That is International Chamber for Service Industry. So if you go over there, you'll come to know no money to be spent, free. Everything has to be free. And as I told you earlier, world over, we require younger generation, and India has got human resource. We got to get skilled and we got to see the world. We got to move out, quality education, quality research, creativity, innovation, technology, micro, small, medium, enterprise, passion, happiness, self-employment, women and child empowerment. And we know world population is aging, and India got to do the hand holding of all those people world over. Those are getting old. Wait, we are coming. Just wait, we are coming. We are focused. We are well developed, professional, human resource. We are coming. We are coming for a short assignment. Even if you go for 6 months abroad, you will be a changed person. Mark my words. You will think different. You will act different. You will behave different. Your temperament will be different. Your thought process would be different, because exposure makes lots of difference in our life. We all got to understand that is something very important. Wow, Chitra ma'am has drawn such a wonderful slide for us, and she packed it. ICSI is all prepared to do handholding of our teachers and youth in the post-pandemic times. So ladies and gentlemen, high quality, rigorous, engaging instructions from ICSI, connecting with our scholars, our families, our parents, our teachers, our administrators, and our communities. ICSI is ready, creating and managing a joyful learning environment, resources, sources, whatever is available. With the help of technology, we will get you connected world over. One world, one family. One world, one family, all of us together. And ladies and gentlemen, let's come to the finale of today's program. Whatever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's come together. Let's come together. And in this arena today, I'm pretty sure all our teachers would certainly rethink, and you will upskill yourself. And all my youngsters, those are interested to become teachers, get your passport made. and teachers, those are already in teaching profession, you should be the first to get your passport made and make it a point, make a commitment to yourself. In 2022, I'm going to see at least one country, and I'm also taking a pledge. I'm not going to spend my money. I'm not going to spend any money from India. I will take a short assignment, earn money over there, bring it back to my people, my society, my family. I want to see my mom to be happy, my dad to be happy, my brothers and sisters got to be happy, my family got to be happy, and everybody whosoever is in this ecosystem, we got to see we all are happy. We are a happy family, happy society, and ladies and gentlemen, whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. You can achieve. You are the best on this planet. Let's move ahead together. I'm grateful to Chitra Kapoor for this packaging of entire presentation, and I'm thankful to Habunga Asha from Arunachal Pradesh preparing this backdrop for me, preparing teachers for post-pandemic. मिलते हैं एक ब्रेक के बाद कल दोबारा. तुम तुम. Thank you. Stay fit, stay fine, enjoy yourself, be happy. Jai Hind.